this is something different. I had wanted to bring this up a little while ago, and it's regarding the split between the transgender community that I've heard of and I have seen a little bit of. It's mostly people who are out as opposed to, I guess, hidden in a way. And I personally think that if someone's life depends on staying hidden, and if they have, built a life around being hidden, if they've already gone through their transition, then there's no point in bringing them out later on. There just isn't, they could get in a lot of trouble, and I know personally, maybe I'm biased because I do hide a lot of the time from the public eye, I guess. I mean, I don't hide very well, obviously. I'm, pre-op, pre-teen, everything else like that. At the very best, I can look like a dyke. I don't really hide very well. But if someone were to come up to me and say, oh, you're this, that, and the other, I would have to deny it. And I don't feel that that makes me any less of a man. I don't feel that makes me any less of a person, nor do I feel like it's right that someone should have to come up to me and tell me whether or not what I am. It seems ridiculous. If you want to wear pride about who you are and everything like that, you can do that. That's great. Some people don't have that privilege. I need to understand that not everyone is going to have that same ability to do something like that and still lead the same quality of life that they have. So, I don't understand why this is such a big issue in the trans community. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I can see it being a good and a bad thing. Obviously, if someone has erectile dysfunction or something like that, you're not going to come out and want to tell everyone. I mean, it's different than being trans, obviously, but it's one of those things that if someone has already gone through the entire process and everything like that, it could kill off their job, their, everything if they pass well, mostly jobs and things like that. On the other hand, I do see that, the only way for us to, I guess, get more rights and more laws passed is if we are in the public eye, because if we're in the public eye, then people will pass more laws that basically will protect us. And the only problem I can see is that people are mistaking this and making this resemble too much like sexual preference as opposed to an actual disorder, which is what it really is. It's a physical disorder, not a mental disorder. And they're treating it as though it's like a choice, that we should be proud of something. Like I said, someone's not going to broadcast if they have another problem or another issue. They're not going to broadcast it, so why would they broadcast this one if it's already been taken care of? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if someone's in the closet about it, you could maybe alert them and they can make a decision from them, but even then, you should not be telling them who they are or what they should do. It's a choice that they have to make in their own mind about whether or not, first off, if they really are, FTM, MTF, whatever, they have to, figure that out for themselves. And then later on, it's a choice if they decide that they are. It's a choice whether or not they want to actually transition, because some people can pass, or some people don't care. Honestly, don't care whether or not they live in the body of, the opposite gender. So you shouldn't be pressuring them to come out, and you shouldn't be pressuring them in any way. This is, so many people have already said, gender is not sexual preference, but I feel like we're being categorized this way because of the way we treat each other, and the way that now there's a huge coming out issue, the hiddens versus the outs, and it's ridiculous. It just really is, and I can't understand why people won't just leave it at that. Just let people be who they want to be. Let people be, hidden if they feel that that's how they should live their life. And if you want to come out with it, great. I'm sure it'll the community will benefit from it. But not everyone has to be a walking, talking advertisement for who they are.